Hello fellas, welcome back. I've came to meet Lewis with his 2014 van. Bit different from the norm, mate. You've done an engine conversion.
Slightly different, I'd say. Slightly different.
Alright. So what engine's in it?
Fiesta ST 180. So it's a Mark 7 Fiesta ST. 1.6 EcoBoost. But it's got a little bit of a twist to it because decided when I built the van, stick a hybrid turbo on it. So it's got an X48R turbo, which is a hybrid, so it's a hybrid unit. It's not classed as a big turbo. But as of last week, we've got it retuned and we managed to see with load performance 350 horsepower and 468 newton meters of torque.
Wow, that's a tiny bit mind, isn't it?
Yeah, for front wheel drive, standard gearbox, standard clutch.
Fiesta ST gearbox.
Yeah, so everything underneath is Fiesta ST, including the tank, brake lines, fuel lines, rear axle, suspension setup, front subframe, steering rack, everything.
Is that because the van stuff wouldn't work, so you put the Fiesta stuff on?
Yeah, so I wanted it to get it more or less as close to a Fiesta van as possible. So that's why I've also put the more or less all the interior in as well. This, like I say, it's still a project, there's still bits to do.
There's always something to do in the car. I like your intercooler as well, you can see your intercooler
Yeah, so it's a bit rough at the minute because I was stuck, so I've just sort of dremeled the grill out and I thought, that'll do for now. And it's done all right. But
well, you're a busy man, you were saying obviously you've got your business there on the side.
So I'm just stupidly busy at the minute and it's hard to even get it in and just do the maintenance side of things, never mind upgrade it bit by bit. But there's a few things since I've done. You know, it's got BC Racing coilovers now, big full pot calipers. I was going to say, you got the Kia Sport calipers there? Yeah, so they're, because of obviously it's a bit higher, you've got a bit taller, you know, the gravity wise. When you're going into corners, I were frying brakes, you know, I were getting a bit of fade, yeah. So when you proper spirited drives, but as soon as I put them on, you get a bit of temp in them and they are putting in some work.
You've had it on track as well, haven't you?
Yeah,
Ford Fair.
Yeah, Ford Fair last year, 2022. Just as a tester, I got pushed into it by all my buddies, to be honest. Yeah, you go on, take it on. And I was like, no, because I've got to work prep fully. I mean, I had the right tyres on, I had semi-slicks on, I had some decent pads. But I thought, go on then, I'll build up the courage. First ever track day I've been on. Like, well, it's not really a proper track day either, it's just a bit of a laugh. But there was,
just get to put your foot down
a bit. Yeah, so first lap I was taking it easy and then I thought, go on. So I started overtaking Focus RS's, yeah, we meant.
I like the livery as well, mind.
Yeah, so it is ever so slightly. The guy who's done it in Bolton, I just literally said, I don't know. I said, I'm going to give you the van, just do something with these colours of the business, that's it. And
no,
he got back
good.
with this, minor a few touches and stuff, but it's a similar sort of layout, especially from like the front side, like the M-Sport, where it follows it into the lights.
No, it looks good.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, people do mention the stickers all the time, saying it's all right.
I like your wheels as well, mind, the Compromotive.
Yeah.
Are they 17s?
17s, yeah, ET25, 8J1s.
Quite loud as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
How many boxes you got in the exhaust?
One
box?
Yeah, the
back box?
Yeah, because if you don't have a back box, it's slightly illegal, innit?
Slightly what, illegal?
Yeah, I've noticed a few, I've just, from the community, people have said, you know, about not having a box, you know, if it's straight through, legally you need to have a silencer at the back.
Right, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Is that where it's been there?
Yeah, I've got traction control on at the minute, as soon as I take it off.
So you've still got traction control in that in the van?
And then there's sport mode now, and that'll take traction off.
Tell you what goes well for van, mind.
It does shift, doesn't it?
Does it? Oh, it does, definitely does. So how long's it been built?
I'd say about a year now.
About a year?
Yeah, I think it come up as my memories on Facebook. Probably about a year, yeah.
Because you just mentioned Adam from Twin Engine Course.
Yes.
He done a short video on it, didn't he? Like before it was running.
Just after I sort of got it running, there was still a few things to do. But yeah, he did a video on it, sort of in the very early stages, still when there were some bits to do. Then I've had the livery put on it, I've had totally different brake suspension, turbo kit, everything.
So are the brakes just from Fiesta ST?
Yeah, so K-Sport make the 4-pot conversion with a floating disc brackets and whatnot, and then it just went from there really. So I got them off a customer from the garage, Did a bit of a deal with him, and then yeah, that's it.
Mate, it goes well, man, this for a van.
It'll just keep going.
I've
not even really had it sort of all the way out yet. Like I said,
Never
driving to
stretched
work.
its legs.
So sort of Ford for next year, probably this year, sorry. I'll take it around the track again, have a bit of a laugh. But I might even go to Santa Pod as well.
And put it on the strip?
Put it on the strip, yeah, for USC. Like I say, it's just interesting. I mean, my little gizmo here does have a 0 to 60 timing thing, but I've not really
tried it.
Yeah, not really played with it yet.
What do you think it'll do? Quarter of a mile?
I've seen some Fiestas like do around the 13 mark.
13 seconds.
Yeah, but then again, van is slightly lighter, but
The van's lighter?
Ever so slightly lighter.
In a car?
Yeah.
Is it really?
So what I believe, I have yet to still get it weighed. But that's next on the list.
What, weight?
Yeah, get it weighed up and just see. You know, it still needs setting up suspension-wise, you know, corner weight and everything.
Right. That's something I want to do with my coilovers, get a corner weight. What's that beeping for then?
It's just telling me that the rev limit is near enough, so you've got a shift light on it. And the rev limit, I've not fully set it up. And it's got all your boost pressures, water temp, speed, battery voltage, intake, air temp. Just keep an eye on everything, really.
Canny bit of kit, that man.
It's all right, yeah. It is like a cheap bit of kit, but it does the job for what I need. I mean, ideally, I need to wire in or get an external sort of oil temp gauge as well, or oil pressure gauge as well, just to keep an even closer eye on everything.
So this is a 1.6 four-cylinder turbo?
Yes.
What kind of boost is it making?
I think it might be either 1.6 bar or 1.8 bar.
So it's about 30 PSI or something?
Yeah, just below, I'd say. I'm not mega good with the sort of figure side of things, but I think it might be 1.8 bar, which is quite a bit for these engines, because people are obviously producing power, that probably similar power, with different hardware, or like say less boost. But I just thought, it'll do me.
No, it looks mint, mate. I love it, mate. Nice daily as well.
Yeah, that's it. I go to and from the garage in it every day, annoy my neighbours, you know, but it is a bit of a blender as well, because the noise it makes is stupid. It sounds like a missile on full boost.
Does it?
Yeah, so people are looking for that sporty car and they can't find it.
Yeah,
they look straight through it.
You see in the dashboard, you're not quite happy with the dashboard, no, you've got some work to do on that.
I just sort of threw that together last minute. It is obviously out of the Fiesta ST. Now,
this bit is?
Yeah.
That bit's not the back bit, the flop bit?
The back bit is a quarter of that is out of a Courier, so where the back vents are, there's a little seam line under there what I've shaped just to sort of plastic weld it on, and then I've smoothed it off. But it needs just modifying and plastic welding. Loads of pieces need going in, and then it needs coming back out and flocked professionally, because it was just a quick fix there and then. But I shouldn't have really put the dash in, if I'm honest with you. That is a little bit of a regret.
Looks alright.
But it's not bad. Like I said, it just looks a bit crazy.
So does all the aircon and that work?
Aircon delete, so I thought I don't need that. I've not built it for that reason. I've built it as a bit of a toy. But everything else works. Heated seats in it. It's got the ST Recaro.
I was going to say, you've got the ST seats in there?
Yeah, all Sony stereo works.
Ah, no, it looks mint, mate. It's got a nice sound to it, Mike.
Yeah, it's turbo smart blow-off valve. So it's a vacuum powered one instead of electronic.
I'm surprised this is lighter than the cars as well. I thought it would have been heavier.
Especially, I've had a few little twitchy moments with the back, because there's no weight over the back whatsoever. So you can imagine, it feels like going in a car like that. It's very boaty. It's still on coilovers.
Sounds nice, mate. It does sound mint.
I'm still yet to hear it from the outside as well.
Tell you what, it's nice to see one of these engines without pop bang map on.
It's got a little rumble, but that's not been mapped in. It
Aye.
just does it. But
loads of people put the pop and bang maps on, didn't they?
Yeah. I mean, like I say, I use it daily as well. I don't want people writing letters to me. You know what I mean?
I seen something the other day about the pop and bang map, but they did, like a company was selling like the maps. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But instead of calling it a pop and bang map, they called it enhanced overrun.
Yeah, so it's an overrun now. So as you're coming down the D-cell,
pops.
Yeah, but it sounds so generic, because in like a lot of them anyway, they just say the same tone. It's like holes of revs. I've had it before on one of my Fiestas. I'm not a big fan of it, and especially if it were shooting fire out the back and all that, it's a bit of a giveaway then. It's a bit of a sleeper at the minute, bar obviously the brakes and the wheels, but
it sounds nice, this mine. So is this when it was in fast forward?
yeah.
That's the latest issue, isn't it? It's a new issue.
This is the one that's just come out, and obviously there was another dude as well, Jamie and Ken. They were also in it, but theirs is just a stage 1 Fiesta. But theirs does look, I've got to admit, looks a little bit nicer than mine. But it's not got a sliding door.
What, this door?
Yeah, so they have a non-sliding door, and they've kept the courier dash in it, and it's got a facelift front end on it as well with fog lights. But yeah, so that's obviously the dyno sheet there.
Mint. Mint. Mate, it's a mint thing.
It's not bad. It is pretty wicked, and there is a few out there now. There was 2 other people building them the exact same time I was building them, and then there was, since that, and since obviously mine's been on the road and stuff, I've had loads of people message the garage saying, you know, I'm interested in the conversion, or can you point me in the right direction? And there's about 3 on the road right now, or 3 or 4 on the road right now, is what I'm aware of, and there's another 3 being built as we speak, who I'm just walking through the process with the lads who are doing them at the minute. And one of the lads who's messaged me is going a bit daft, like me, going for the biggest turbo he can get, everything.
It's easy to get carried away though,
yeah,
isn't it?
you do need, it is the full wiring looms, the module out of a Fiesta, every little bit you can think of does go in it.
So where did you get this engine from? Did you buy that?
No, so I had my personal Fiesta that I thought.
What, your personal Fiesta ST?
ST, yeah, it was a black one that I had. It was a 13, so it was one of the really early ones. And I bought the van because I'm really impulsive, me. So I woke up in the morning and thought, I'm going to do this. So I went on Copart, found the van with a dead engine, so perfect. It was straight, hitchback clear. Got that. As soon as it landed, I thought, right, well, I need a car now. So at first, I had a lot of bits in stock at the garage, so I thought, we can make it work. But then, sort of, quickly realised that I need a full car for all the looms and everything. So I thought, and I had my car parked outside the garage, I just looked at it and went, you're getting chopped up now. So I took that off the road and just started stripping it in one night, and I got it fully stripped, and then when I had the spare time, half an hour a night, I just started stripping this and then swapping it for the Fiesta bits. I reckon I'm close to 20 grand.
In the van now,
yes,
as it sits?
As it sits. Like say, suspension's 1,200 quid.
Did you buy all the suspension and brakes new?
Not new, but more or less new. But just going off sort of everything in between, so the tuning side of things, different wheels, buying this, buying that. I mean, as it is now, I'd probably say I'm up there, including both vehicles, is 10 grand. So you're straight in at 10 grand anyway.
It sounds nice, this mine. Right, that's it, fellas. Thanks for watching, and thanks to Lewis for taking us out. Lewis, you've got an Instagram as well, haven't you?
Yeah, so it's on Instagram, gm_tyres.autocar.
I'll leave that in the description of the video, fellas. But yet again, thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Spot on, mate.
Spot on.